the chocolates.
What the frick is that?
We got the chocolates.
Don't they do dad jokes?
We got the chocolates.
Wait, there's a podcast?
Yes.
Really?
Scouts, welcome back to the Week of the Chocolates podcast. I'm Leigh.
I'm scared.
And I'm Gode.
And that is Mikus over there. The podcast goes up on YouTube, and what a massive podcast it is this week. Mikus, make sure you say something so people know you there.
Yep, I'm here.
That's enough,
mate. You set that up before.
Yeah, perfect. Missing Dave the Brit this week, but we do have Charlie over there. Normally the fact checker, but just master of all trades now for tonight. And the first thing that I need to say is obviously you probably arrived by accident, but definitely stay for a laugh. And that's particularly applicable this week because I mean, plenty of Prince Albert updates coming up, and that's a little forward sell for you. But just before we do get to that, Skin, joke of the week.
Yep.
We got the chocolates. That's a win, obviously.
Yes.
Squeeze that in there.
I do it every time.
Yeah, nice and smooth.
Yes.
But yeah, no, joke of the week.
Yeah, and what you were going to say was joke of the week brought to you by Better Beer.
Exactly. Yeah, spot on. Just cracking one right now.
That's a zero alc, if ever I've seen it. And why won't that be?
Well, I'm not doing Mikus' 75-day challenge, but I've had a few thousand too many beers, so I'm glad the Better Beer have a zero alc this week.
You actually also got told after the Prince Albert, don't drink beer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is also true.
It's probably a bigger reason. I don't say bigger lightly.
As you'll find out.
She was a bit lackadaisical about it. It was like, it doesn't really matter. One or two is
Stop
fine.
skipping ahead, Skin.
Yeah, come on, get to the joke, Skinny.
Yeah, I forward sold it, and now you're backward selling it.
Okay, the joke of the week. I'm actually going to start with the written one this week. It comes from a YouTube comment. I think was it last week you had one from a YouTube comment, or was it a week before?
Nah,
I think it might be the same guy. Thornfin986 underscore doesn't underscore 2 underscore average.
That is it.
So he's just on a roll. Got home from work today and found out my kids had been on eBay all day. If they're still there tomorrow, I'll lower the price.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Was it?
Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Sure. Oh, yeah. But Cody's got kids that he likes. So.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just a joke.
Yeah. No, I get it. No. I've still got it.
I've chucked on up there.
All right. And then there's some sort of written. Nope, you've done that.
I've done the written one. There should be a Cody's audio one on a button over there.
Good. Excellent.
That's excellent. Lovely
Is that why you were so
throwback.
quiet before the show today? You just were just trying to get that out there.
nervous.
Who's
Okay.
the audio one by?
Audio one is from?
Ty.
That's
Go on. I worked myself We actually like to call him your shoelaces, I think.
Yep. Nice.
when he actually got here by helicopter. Did he land on the helipad, Ty?
What?
Oh my Lord, that's a stretch.
He actually was going to come tonight, I think, and he was racing another bloke, and they both got here at the exact same time.
Wow, that's crazy. Because I heard he went to watch an AFL game on the weekend. Scores ended the same level.
What's the same level?
Same level.
Actually, was that Bo's brother?
Bow tie. Nice.
Very good.
Yeah. Well done, Mikus.
Oh my goodness.
That's good.
I still copped a little bit of flag, but that's my best contribution to a pun run recently. I reckon. And Mikus, we finally got him off the mark.
I also swore to myself back in the day when I was like thinking if I ever own a restaurant, it would be a Thai restaurant, and I'd call it bow tie. Nice. Or potentially silk tie. Hard to say.
Can
Anyway.
we get to his joke?
Do we even need it anymore? All right, here you go.
Hey lads, it's Ty. I got one for you, Skin. What do you call Prince Albert in the U.S.? Dick Cheney.
Okay, I get the Dick bar. Who's Dick Cheney?
He's a former VP, I'm fairly certain.
Vice president.
Yeah.
I think George W. was president.
Oh, yeah, that's what Gode called his plant. George W. Bush. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember it well.
Dick Cheney.
Now, thank you very much. If you were to send in a joke of the day, we would love to hear them. It's at www.wegotthechocolates.com.au. Send them in written or audio. Perfect. Now, something that was brought up in that joke is a Prince Albert. And if you have been following the recent events since probably episode 170, a big part of the reason why you are probably listening is to hear whether Skin did in fact go through with getting a Prince Albert, which he had to do due to losing the odds game. I think 1 in 50 was the odds given. We both chose 27. That's myself and Skin.
Yep.
And basically he was getting quite an immense amount of pressure, mainly from himself, to do it.
I was going to say, we were sort of like nearly like to the point of talking him out of it. He's like, no, I've got this.
Yeah, well, we tried. I think if you go back and see that video or listen to episode 170, immediately Mikus and I are definitely going, you can't, don't do it. And we were like getting told on social media, like, you guys can't force him to do that. We're like,
not forcing him.
we're not at all.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Why did they just think I'm some innocent bystander?
Oh, the boy said I had to, so I guess I better do it.
It wasn't. I elected to do it.
Yeah, like
I lost the odds game. I followed through. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, did you follow through? Well, I mean, you spoiled that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, but start us off. I mean, we wanted to take you through events. It was last week, probably not as you're listening to this in the future, but anyway, recently.
Yes, it was. It was still last week.
For us, but if you're listening like 2024, it wasn't
No,
last
but
week.
they only listen on Thursday morning. When
That's
it comes
true.
out.
That is true. Yeah. Gotcha. So we rocked up at the airport Wednesday morning, I believe it was. Two of us were a little bit late, or three of us maybe.
Well, okay. So the night before, so what time we get to the airport? Flight was at 6 a.m. in the morning. Pretty 6 a.m. in the morning. What's a contradiction? Anyway, I got there at 5, which is what we said we're going to meet at 5. It's going to take a while. Yeah, all good. It got to about 5:39 and Mikos and I, you guys were at the airport at this point, but there was a genuine fear that these two people won't make it to our plane despite the fact they're in the airport.
The worst thing was that Mikos also came with us.
Yeah, we were in the same car.
And somehow he's waiting with me while I'm having ham and cheese croissant. It's like, what's happening?
Well, I saw them moving and I was like, no, I'm going. I'm going. You're on your own.
Actually, no. What happened was
No, that's what happened.
Leigh and I checked in luggage. We brought bags. Just like I don't know. We were only going overnight, but we thought we'd bring a bag just in case anything goes wrong. Mikus didn't, so he skipped the whole checking in baggage. And then when we got to the airport on the way back, he fucking used all of our bags to fill
That
all the
doesn't
shit.
sound like me.
You prick.
That's what it was.
I don't recall.
Anyway,
One of us had to carry the bandages, so that was what we needed to check.
Over your shoulder.
but so we got to the airport like 10 minutes late. We checking in luggage. Mikus and you have gone through, and somehow in the couple minutes it took us to check our bags in, like every miner in Queensland has walked into this.
And he doesn't mean under 16.
No. Everyone who works in a mine, sorry. All the FIFO workers in Queensland have walked into the security line in front of Leigh and I. We've ended up at the other end of the airport.
Of course they did.
Yeah, but, mate, what about the poor
We're
lady
literally
at
doing
the airport?
loops around the airport in this line.
What about as we walked past the lady at the airport and she's like, yeah, no one told us that there was going to be 2,000 people rock up this morning. What
do you mean?
You've got the flights in your hand.
We all
airport.
bought tickets, mate. Check how many people bought a ticket around 6 a.m.
So anyway, we did indeed get on the plane in the end, and then Mikus was obviously quite tired. And he eats a lot of paper. People need to know. Just if Mikus gets hungry, feed him paper. Very
We can't
cheap
eat
date.
meat, obviously. So.
No, that's right.
Exactly right.
Essentially, you'll see this in the video that we release later in the week, but Gode put, I reckon, 6. You know how they say you can only fold a piece of paper 7 times? Gode almost proved
one-upped it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Gode got 8 pieces of paper in Mikus's mouth before he almost swallowed it.
No comment.
No, nothing. It's true though, isn't it?
It is true. It happened.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So then, Gode, I think next part sort of, that with you as well. We had the genius plan of not having a plan when we got there.
No, and this is like, I've actually self-appointed myself as the team's travel coordinator from now on because
I think that's fair.
That is fair. Like I've said for 2 weeks, it's like, we're probably going to do like a little bit of like moving around. We're here. Like, let's get a car. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, good idea. Got to like the day. So
No, hold up.
What?
Okay, so I was the team's travel coordinator for God knows what reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I didn't say good idea. I said, no, Ubers will be fine. We'll be all right. 20 or 30 bucks here and there. We'll be fine.
We rocked up to Melbourne Airport at probably 8:30 a.m, so probably peak time in the morning. First Uber to get from Melbourne to St Kilda, $154.
Yes.
Absolute bargain.
Absolute steal. I sat there shaking my head. I knew this is fucking going to happen. Anyway, I said, let's get a car. Let's get a car. Let's get a car. And didn't we get a car, boys? Holy dooly.
Again, that's travel coordinator. walked into the car rental and said, "Can you just tell me like how much it costs to get a car?" And she's taken that as, "Yeah, I'll give you the cheapest car."
Yeah,
She said, "Here's a Mitsubishi Mirage. It's $300 for the day." And I was like, "Yeah, sweet, sounds good." Thinking a Mirage for whatever reason was like one of those 4-wheel drive.
He thought a Mirage was an ASX.
Yeah.
We walk out to this car. You can't even fucking see it because
It's stuck in between the
it's literally
Teslas
just
and
like
the...
hidden by a sedan. You didn't see it. We nearly walked past it. Then turned right. There's fucking like it's like a Hot Wheel. There's like a Hot Wheel thing in the car.
Look at fucking Mr. Bean's car.
I'm not exaggerating. It was the same length as a motorbike.
Oh, we have to fit 4 grown men in there.
And their bags. 2 of us had bags. Yeah, so what a car, what character. That
Anyway,
was magnificent.
It did get us from A to B though.
It got us from A to B, A being the airport, B being St Kilda.
Yeah, and also saved us an arm and a leg in cash too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it did. Hence, Skin getting sacked as travel coordinator. Gode being upgraded.
Yeah.
But then, well, our next part of the day was meant to be, because Skin's piercing wasn't until 3 p.m.
Correct.
That was when it was locked in. And so we had quite a bit of time to kill. And our sort of plan was like, we'll go and do some like Vox Pop stuff. We'll just, speak to the locals in St Kilda. I assume they probably all know we're here. I'm surprised that one of them wasn't standing at the airport with a sign.
No, that's another genius idea.
Yeah, that's good for next travel coordinator time.
Yeah.
So we just assumed that we'd go out there and just be swamped by people. Couldn't have been further from the case.
The only thing we were swamped by was midgies.
We went to St Kilda Beach. There was 3 people there, I reckon. We walked to the other end of St Kilda Beach. There were 8 people having breakfast. And then we were like, at that stage, we were like, there is no one to talk to. Like, our plan was to go around and say, this is what's happened to our mate. Would you ever consider getting in Prince Albert?
Really simple stuff.
Really simple stuff. Yeah. Not particularly creative, but it did require the presence of another human being. That was the one thing that it needed. We couldn't find one.
No.
Not one. So we ended up going to Richmond, and then I reckon it was the weirdest thing. We'd probably for 3.5 hours, we'd looked at each other and be like, we just need to get brave. Let's just go talk to someone.
Yeah.
Someone, and then like I'd go to speak to someone and they'd be like steamrolling past. Like, they look busy. Not that person. And then after 4 hours, 2 in 32 seconds.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
2 people, that is.
Yeah. Well, because we didn't have the bravery, so we decided we'd just wait for someone to recognise us and come up and have a chat to us, and then we did just have to be like, "Oh, you mind recording this?"
Yeah, and we got so crafty with our plan. We're like, let's get some lunch, but we eat outside. Hopefully people might see us and be like, "Oh, what are these guys doing?" And that's pretty much exactly what happened. So, yeah, that was wonderful. Anything else we need to add in before? Oh, there was one thing actually, Mikas, about someone else getting pierced. And I don't mean peels.
I don't mean on the beers.
Which also happened.
Yes. So, on the car there, Leigh was talking about how one time when he got his belly button pierced, it wasn't actually that hard to do. It didn't hurt. It was fine. And I replied with, wait, did you get that done? He said, no. And then I said, Leigh, what are the odds?
Yep.
And what were the odds?
1 in 100.
1 in 100 I gave.
And what number did we genuinely both say?
We both said 4.
Yep.
Michelle Forfer.
We both said 4, which will haunt me for at least 8 weeks.
And so Leigh and I have just looked at each other in utter shock. And then Skin's already gone, no, that's bullshit. You guys have just made that up.
Yeah.
You faked it. You pre-planned it.
Because I was driving, so I couldn't have eyes on you. And it
You were
wasn't
driving
all
the
on-
Flintstone car,
Yeah,
so you were pedaling with your feet.
I was working hard.
So we're actually under the ground.
So I couldn't see
Nearly got
anything.
run over by 8 people.
So I couldn't see anything. So when you both said 4, I don't know. I just assumed it was bullshit for some
Yeah,
reason.
you just thought I was holding 4 fingers up in front of Leigh's face, being like, oh, Skin will find this funny.
Yeah.
But no. And so, yeah, we've both said 4. And, well,
Which meant that when we got to the piercing place at 3 p.m, or actually 5 too, because we were with Gode, travel coordinator, so we got there early.
Not early, on fucking time. It's really straightforward. Get to places on fucking time. It's not that hard. It's a simple thing to do.
I really don't find it that simple.
What do you mean? Like, it was just, okay, well, the piercing place is a 5-minute walk away. It's 10 minutes to go. Why don't we start now? We'll get there on time. Oh, what?
Anyway, speaking of not hard, Skin's Prince Albert. Yeah. So it meant that the piercers had, we need to give them a shout out. What was the place we went to?
Body pleasure piercing.
Nice. Yes.
St Kilda.
And it meant they had 2 piercings to do. One a belly button, one a Prince Albert. The belly button did go first, which means I've now got my belly button pierced, and it looks like a disco ball in my stomach. I don't know if you can see that if you're watching on YouTube. Do you need me to
Very
stand
close. Yeah, there you go.
And tense as well. Keep
Yeah,
breathing.
good,
Don't
good,
breathe.
good.
I'm trying.
Good.
That's good. That is excellent. Where's the hair?
I was actually lucky I didn't have any because the piercing would have probably looked worse. It would look like Alan in The Hangover. Remember that? Dave, get that up. Oh, he's not here.
Does he get a belly button piercing in the hangar?
Yeah, it's like a big dangly one. I asked for one of those dangly ones. She was like, no, we can't go straight to that. I was like, oh, how many piercings did Alan have? More than one. Anyway, so Skin was big and brave and he said, Lethal, you go in first. So I got that done. And then Skin, well, I think some of these audio grabs might just help tell the story.
Okay.
This is which order am I going in here? This is a question you had just before you started. Yeah. Another quick question. Yep. What happens with my foreskin? This is as she's like prepping everything, getting the numbing cream ready. It's just like, oh, just a question that's popped into my head.
All that is just giving me flashback from that room. That room will haunt me for the rest of my life, I think.
Oh, that was a weird situation.
That wasn't weird.
It's important context to give, really, isn't it? You're laying down on a bed. It's quite a small room.
At that stage, I'm still standing up.
You hadn't got the courage yet to get onto the bed yet.
Yeah. But this tiny little room, you three are standing in front of me.
All holding cameras.
Yeah, holding cameras. Rhonda's standing over there to my right, prepping. And just like, yeah, so if you just drop your ducks and sit down here.
And Mika's just going, I really don't want to look, but I need to film. So he's trying to film like, he's like going like this. I was just genuinely like, I haven't seen Skin's penis since he was about 6 years old. And like, but he just dropped his dax and I was like, well, now I've seen it. So I may as well just watch.
Yeah, it's not like it's like you've seen it. You can keep seeing it. You know, it's not like it's like, okay, I only saw 10% of it.
That's right. And so I actually, at this point, Skin didn't look that thrilled with life. So I sort of asked him, I think, what's going on? What's wrong? I'm about to get my dick picked.
That's our fault.
Put it like that.
That's our fault.
There is room for some concern.
Oh, shit.
So to sort of summarise how you're feeling there.
I would think probably nervous.
Well, we checked
terrified.
in you. We checked in on you throughout the day, and like you were calm. I think the three of us were more on edge than what you were at that point.
Yeah, I think I never really get nervous until like the moment before something for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm cool, calm, and collected until it's about to happen, and then I freak out.
Yep. Well, here's the moment where you drop your strides.
Fair warning.
Holy heck, Skin, half your luck.
Let's put this into context. Leigh and Mitchell are brothers.
And Skin got all the height, all the hair, and unfortunately all the length.
What a shame.
But aside from that, I'm going pretty well.
Yeah, you're going real good.
Thanks, Mum and Dad.
But I got this belly button ring too.
No, that's not entirely true. We found out that mine is in the middle of all the penis piercings.
I think
Apparently,
you're happy with that, I reckon.
I was going to say, I can't stress enough this video. Mika's has worked tirelessly today. There is a video coming out on YouTube that will have all of this.
It actually will already be on YouTube when they listen to this.
Oh,
look at
well,
that
don't make
deadline.
promises you can't keep.
No.
Look at
It will be. It will be.
okay,
There you go.
That is confident.
So now that you've listened to the podcast, go and watch the YouTube video, and you'll see all of those conversations where she says they're small, medium, and large, and Skid says, "What am I? Medium," and we all cheer. He's average.
You won't see my penis on YouTube.
Thanks, mate. That's good.
That's great. And you can't see it on the podcast, which is good.
See how many beers he has.
And then what have I got here, Skin? These are the last sound grab I had. If you're listening to this story, we're all in a room. There's 5 of us, Skin's dicks out, and we're waiting for it to go numb. I don't think I can describe it any better than that. That's actually exactly what was happening.
That was exactly what was happening. Yeah,
There's 4 grown-ups looking in another grown-up's penis waiting for it to go numb.
I was just sitting there naked on the fucking bench.
Hey, Skin, can you feel this?
I haven't put the numbing solution in yet.
Oh man.
Anyway, it'll be out. Go and have a look at the YouTube video. Skin, Gode, I think 2 weeks ago now, when the Brisbane Lions, the mighty Brisbane Lions played against North Melbourne, we caught up, watched it together on the weekend because we're actually like, even though we do this podcast together as, just professionally, we're actually mates.
Professionally is probably not the term I'd use to describe what happens here. But anyway.
No, generally not. But anyway, what I was saying is, who cares? So we caught up and we watched the Lions game and we were having a bit of a punt. Obviously, because Cody's obviously you've always been quite a betting man, haven't you?
Always.
I think you open
And I like gambling as well, not just betting.
Sheets and donuts, all that sort of thing. Skin.
Yep, got it.
Nice. But I've sort of recently got into it around NRL and AFL. I just enjoyed watching with you boys, and we all had a bit of a punt on most disposals, was it? For that AFL game that we were doing?
Yeah, for players to get over a certain amount of disposals.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And then you and I both had Cam Zerha from North Melbourne to kick two goals. Yep. And basically,
what's the opposite of leather poisoning?
we're not sure we saw him on our TV screens 2 times.
Oh, wait, there he is. Oh, he's on the bench again.
Well, we saw that time. We saw him that time he ran across the face of the goal and kicked it out of the full. That was good.
That was in the 4th quarter. that was our last glimmer of hope. There it is.
Bad luck.
Yeah, so that's all. Gode and I only needed that. I think your bet actually got up, Skin, but
yeah, I bet the safest multi ever. I think so. We were trying to see who could end up with the most money from $20 or something. I bet the safest multi ever and won with $23. I think.
Yeah. It was a riveting weekend.
Very exciting
and
stuff.
I made a $20 donation
to the wonderful people.
Exactly. But anyway, Skin, I think you found the experience slightly frustrating due to the fact that
you two were there.
Due to the fact that, as you would imagine, I'm sure this won't shock you if you're listening. Gode and I have this pastime where, how would you describe it?
We like to maybe add our own pieces of commentary to the game and maybe some changes or improvements on players' names or
we basically make ridiculous puns out of every player's name that we possibly can. And if you've listened to the podcast for quite a long time, you know that's not really Skin's forte.
No.
When we are yet to find what his forte is.
We saw what his Skin was like.
Jeez.
We really did.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Did it hurt, by the way? Sorry to jump back to it.
Oh, the Prince Albert.
Yeah.
The actual piercing didn't hurt as much as I expected. The inserting the numbing cream
don't say insert.
straight down the urethra. That was very uncomfortable. Yeah.
Oh, the urethra of Franklin.
Oh, why would you say that?
Well, we're talking about
He's
people's
trying
names.
to show a little RESPECT.
That is genuine DIS. That couldn't be less.
That is a good year, though.
It's fantastic. For all those that can't spell, niggas, that's respect. So yeah, basically like that. We try and make puns out of people's names. So I was watching again without you boys on the weekend, watching the league actually, and got a couple. Well, no, first league and then AFL the next two. Here's my top 3 puns for the weekend. Jermaine Tanoa
Brown.
Tanoa Brown. Yep, correct. Who's he play for?
Cowboys.
Correct. That was I knew the answer. That was a trivia quiz.
Yeah.
Anyway, surely nickname has to be Getting. Come on. Getting to Noah Brown. This is going to be a great segment. New into the dating lifestyle. Anyway, Joy Amos from Fremantle. You going on Thursday? No, I'm going to give it a miss. Come on, Skin, work with me here. And then I've got Jacob Van Ruin. Your day. They're my 3 from the weekend.
Okay.
Watching footy. It's my new favourite thing to do.
Okay.
And obviously, because I was doing it, I messaged Gode.
And within an hour.
Within an hour, Gode had selected pretty much an entire rugby league.
I picked the starting 13. Skinny, you want to go with yours first, mate?
Yeah, sounds good.
I knew he had some. He's really good at this
yeah.
most of the time.
Well, I didn't get the memo across the weekend, but read the run sheet and did a bit of Googling and thinking before the show. I've come up with Nick Newman from Carlton, but he's actually been playing for about 6 years.
Good. Good. Excellent. He actually dominated on the weekend too.
And then Eloise and I have been trying to plan a honeymoon the other day. We wanted to go to an island off the coast of Italy. James Sicily.
Nice.
Good. Excellent.
Yes.
Very good.
Excellent.
They might too. Can you take it away?
All right. At fullback, we have Scott. I've done it in positions, and they all play this.
They all play this
I'm not
position.
a fucking idiot.
This is amazing. Greatest thing ever.
Do we have time for this?
Yes, we do.
Rip through them, mate.
All right. At fullback, we have Scott. Dehydration, drink water. On one wing, we have Corey rolled oats.
Of course.
In the centres, we have Jesse ramen and noodles. In the centres, we have Tolatau stubby cooler. And on the other wing, we have Daniel I need Tupu.
Good.
Ironically, coming up in our next segment.
Yeah, very good. At 5'8", we have Tyson gamble responsibly. This is a bit of a long bow. At halfback, we have Chad borderline Townsend. Townsend, the borderline. This is my favourite. It's a fantasy team name from ages ago. At prop, we have Livin Tavita Loca, Pangai Jr.
Bang.
At hooker, we have Damien Jamie Oliver Cook.
Good.
Yeah.
Is it any good? I like that you went Jamie Oliver.
In the front row, we have Matt Lodge, a tax return. At right edge back row, we've got Jeremiah got me in Nanai. Not as big as the sun. On the left edge back row, we have Teague. What's that spinach doing? Wilton.
That was like an essay in between the first name and last name.
Well, this one's a bit longer. At lock forward in my final player of the 13, Paddy. Do you want to walk or take the carrigan?
Holy shit.
That is. So, yeah, that's.
Those last two are elite.
So, I did 3 and Gode sent back. I'll do it.
That's how fast I work.
That's the great. We need to do that up as a graphic.
That's elite.
Oh, that's perfect, Gode. Very well done. Now, the other thing I saw this week that did give me a good chuckle, which we do love to speak about, and I think it involves an area of your expertise, actually, Mikas, the marathon running. I think Boston Marathon it was in, and Gode spoke about it in his team. Daniel, I need to do a
Daniel, I need to poop.
Yeah. Someone in the Boston Marathon obviously needed that really bad to the point where they squatted in a backyard of an adjacent house on the course and dropped a little King Henry III. And it is captured on doorbell footage. Very interesting video. The worst part about the video I found, did you guys watch it?
Yeah.
Obviously.
When the
You can literally see the marathoners like running past. Everyone's cheering. This bloke's just in the corner popping a squat.
But what about when the spectator walks in and they just make like really awkward eye contact and then he's like, oh, well.
You got to do what you got to do.
But he also stands there for way too long watching.
It's like they're having a chat.
You would have been great if he just yelled out as he finished, like, "Oh, you got any toilet paper?"
But you're right, they were staring at each other for like a
I
ridiculous
wonder what the
amount of time.
conversation was like. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Taking a shit? Like,
I thought he was the guy from the house and he was going to keep walking inside.
That's
But
what I thought as
he
well.
just turned around and walked back out.
No, yeah, it's like he just came in to check on him.
Maybe he needed to do a poo and then went,
Oh, he might have been looking for it too.
He must have seen him because the old mate ends up sneaking out through the bushes. So he must have seen him sneak in through the bushes. I assume and gone in to check like, what the hell is this bloke doing?
Yeah, but have you been in that? Because I think the reason it made me laugh is I did my little 12K run this morning.
little,
Not
that's
little.
good.
It's my longest run ever. Genuinely, I wish I was making that up.
What were your thoughts on the marathon after your 12K?
Oh yeah, how'd you go?
I ran Gode
oh no.
straight after. We spoke a lot this week. Yeah.
Only about nothing.
Mainly about spinach. I read Gode was like, I'll tell you what, from the 10 to the 12 kilometre mark, felt like I shouldn't physically have been capable of doing it. And I've got to put another 30 kilometres on that.
Well, Lee, I heard one time if you can run 12, you can run 42.
You just made that up.
No, I've heard it. So
I told that to myself. If you can run, you can run a marathon, as they say.
That's absolutely false.
And running is 100% heart.
Well, I did a 12K run and felt okay. And then I did a 15K run not long later and I've barely run since. It cooked me. It's just like 3Ks. And my ankles and knees and stuff have all been dust.
How were your bowels?
Bowels were fine. Yeah, I've never gotten quite that bad. But that does happen to quite a few marathon runners. They've got toilets along the race. That's what. How often are the toilets?
Where are the checkpoints?
I don't know exactly. Like, I'm sure race to race it changes, but I don't. There's quite a few. But I can imagine there's probably. I mean, I wouldn't say a lineup, but if you're running a marathon, you don't really want to stop and wait for someone to take a dump.
So you reckon it was more an efficiency thing? He's like, I'm trying to win, so I'm not waiting.
Well, no, he's probably not going to win, but he's taking it quite seriously because I mean, to even be in that race, you've got to qualify, and to qualify for that race, you've got to run a sub 3 hour marathon somewhere else. So at another event, which is a 4-minute 15K.
Oh my days!
What? So I can't even I'm safe to say none of us can run maybe 3K at 4-minute 15 pace. So
no.
Yep. So
I did a 2K in 7:16, like a long time ago, 10 years ago.
Nice. Oh well, you can go to Boston.
Yeah, I guess who goes there?
Yeah. So I mean, the Gold Coast Marathon's in what 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I'll be doing 3 hours.
I
don't think I'll be doing 4 hours.
I think we'll be doing 5 hours.
I don't think I'll be doing this fucking marathon. You need to teach me how to film because I'm not fucking running with you.
You had a marathon related story too, didn't you? Recently.
Yeah, well, it was actually an ultra marathon. But what did you do? Did you do an ultra marathon or did you do that?
I did Ironman. So it's like a
that's
triathlon essentially.
Yeah, right. Okay, but this
the run is a marathon.
It has a marathon in it.
and really, really self-explanatory headline: ultra marathon runner disqualified for using a car.
Are you not allowed to do that?
No, I would have thought so.
Oh well, I'm out too then.
I thought we could do it on a fucking Segway.
No, we're actually going to take a break.
Good. It's good.
Now, Taboo is a game where you describe a word to your partner and try to get them to guess that word correctly, but you can't say the word or 5 other related words that are listed on the card. An example might be fishing rod is the word. You can't say sport, reel, catch, cast, or angling. What the frick's angling? Don't know much about fishing.
It's fishing, isn't it?
Is it?
No, it's where you get the protractor out.
It's isosceles triangle. Anyway, that's the game that we are playing. It's Skin and I versus Gode and Mikus. If you're a regular listener, you remember this is Mikus' favourite game, which is why I convinced him to take part in a jingle, the Taboo jingle, debuting tonight. Here it is. You know that I need a guess from you.
Because every word I say's a clue.
The word could be eggplant, snow, or cute. Baby, we're playing the game Taboo.
I'll be absolutely fucking staggered if we're not getting calls from the people who make Taboo to come on their team.
It's their team.
It's like their advertising team.
Okay,
I was going to say, that sounds disgusting.
We are no. Mate, I think we've had enough penis chat for today. We are criminally underpaid.
That's a great jingle. I don't know if Mikus came in on time.
Yeah, I think, and also you were just a bit like tentative, Mikus.
Yeah.
You just, mate, you got to
yourself,
back
mate.
yourself.
Yeah. That was the 6th time trying to record it as
Yeah,
well.
that's pretty fast. I mean, for 3 of you.
Now, speaking of tentative, you go first.
Great.
I hate this so
Have we
much.
clarified the noise when you say one of the wrong words and stuff like that?
Not really. We can if you want.
Okay.
Charlie is walking around with the squeaker. Sounds like this. If you say one of the words that are taboo, and then you'll hear that in the microphones. You're playing along at home because basically the way that we play it is to try and describe it in a way that it's not like the hat you're wearing or something that you can only see if you're in this room. So you have to be a little bit creative. 30 seconds on the clock. Mikus, are you ready?
Oh, I guess so.
Your time starts now.
All right. So you go to this place if you are feeling unwell and you need
Doctor.
to get. No, you need to go. So you've been to the doctor. You're going there after
Chemist.
to go pick up something. Another
Pharmacy.
name. Yes. No, that's fine. All right. I need to go to a shop. It's called pass.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
you're gonna go to a place you don't know where it is. So you're gonna look at a it's like a piece of paper, or does it have to
Map.
be? Yes, great, that'll do. And that,
Oh,
that is it. Okay,
Stop the clock.
fuck me.
Well, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. That's probably more than you got last time when you had double the time.
That was good.
You're actually improving.
Yeah, well done, Mickers.
Nicely done.
Yeah,
Well, you definitely.
My favourite clue is you go to a place and you look at some paper.
Obviously.
The clue was you don't know where the place is.
No, you got it. I mean,
What was that one in the end?
A map.
it was a map.
Oh, a map.
And then I said close enough. I mean, it was it. You were right.
That was the exact answer.
word.
That was it. Yeah.
What was the one you passed?
Mate, it was market.
Okay.
Oh, well, I just got my assignment in now. I'm going to have to.
I'm going to invest some funds in the stock.
Yep. Nice.
God, why did I not say that?
We're really good at this.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you can pass, but we get a point. when you
Yes.
pass.
Yeah, so we take that.
Sweet.
So I would have been better just being stuck on the
Make sure you keep the ones you got in a pile so we can count at the end.
That'll be a trick. Just remember that one.
All right, Skin, you're up. I'll
Oh,
start.
am I?
Yeah, it's you, isn't it?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'll start the time and then we'll start guessing.
I actually hate this bit too.
Oh,
I'd
excellent.
laugh at Mickers and now I'll panic
You and
sessions.
Biggest should be on the team. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
I went what I wore to the Tigers Awards night a few weeks ago. It's
blazer.
formal. Yep.
Yep, nice.
If I wanted to buy a house, I would go to a.
Auction.
Oh, it's jammy, isn't it?
He's got 3 rules of physics. You always tell
nice.
me he's got.
Newton. Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton's law.
Yeah,
Newton's law. Newton.
Like he's been knighted by Queen Elizabeth.
Sir Isaac. Yeah. That's time up, by the way. We're taking 3.
That hardly counts.
What? Which part? Which one of the 3?
All those 3 correct answers.
No, it's too late.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, yeah, go on. Keep going.
Are we still going?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it says movie recording stopped. So.
Can't say that's an issue.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's only on me though, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
Well, considering I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yeah. Okay, time starts now.
Okay, so they make wraps and with salads and
Sandwiches. Subway,
it's a
sub. Yeah, boy.
okay. This one time at band.
Camp.
Nice.
Oh, okay. When you leap out of a
Car, bus.
No, okay.
Bungee jumping.
Aerial
Skydiving.
vehicle.
Plane.
Okay, and then you release the.
Plane. A bungee. A cord. No.
The clock is done.
Parachute.
Oh, we give you that.
Yeah, I
parachute.
think I definitely was in.
Well,
if,
Charlie's shaking his head quite badly. Yeah, there was no squeak, but he wasn't impressed with it.
well, I mean,
We'll see what it
how
comes
am I
down
meant to know if it doesn't squeak the thing? So.
We didn't say it wrong.
We didn't say a wrong word. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
you
I thought that
were-
was just the end of
it's-
it.
You were 19 seconds after the timer finished. That was the
point.
main
There's
issue.
a lot of words there that I couldn't use that would have been really handy. I know that's the aim of the game, obviously.
Thank you for explaining that.
Just explain to my partner over here.
All right, I'm going to start the timer for myself. Skinny, you ready to guess?
Yep.
Here we go. Current score? Do we know?
We're on Michelle Pfeiffer. You guys are on 3. 3 to win, 2
Are
to
we
tie.
giving you the last
Oh, no,
one?
we only got 2
No,
then.
we got
didn't we?
that.
So you're on 4.
We're on 4.
Two.
Michelle
Oh, well,
Pfeiffer.
here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay. On a oh my gosh.
Oh, we're going to get one here, Daddy.
Come on.
Now I can't. That's past.
Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer. Deary me. Don't look at him. Look at the cards.
Isn't that hard? Okay. If I don't want the vehicles moving, I would put
Brakes.
on a. But more if it's
We are home.
if it's-
Oh, no.
guess do something. Well, it's not brakes, obviously. No, well, that's time out.
Oh, dearie. Oh, it never looked fucking likely, did it?
What is that? I love it. What is
Say words.
Deary me.
Okay, these are the 2 I got.
Okay.
Stirrups.
Oh, yeah. Horse? You going to say horse?
You can't say
I've never
horse.
even heard of a
You can't
stirrup.
say
What's a
horse.
horse?
Cowboy saddle, horse mount.
What is a
and then I
stirrup?
got,
Where you put your feet in.
and then I got wheel clamp.
Oh,
my
that is
God.
unlucky. Sometimes you just can't help bad luck. What did old mate say?
Oh,
You
my
fell into a barrel of boobies and came out sucking your thumb.
That's exactly what happened.
God.
Then. That's stiff. What's my next one going to be?
Feels good.
Oh, and then I had fairy. I would have got that bread.
What you would have said bread.
Wholemeal.
First thing I would have said, fairy bread.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Skin and Mickers.
Well, they weren't on the same team, so I mean that's helpful. we're all winners.
They're both great guys.
We try.
Congratulations to Mickers and Gode. And apologies if you were trying to play along whilst I was describing. There was just a lot of silence there. Which wasn't overly helpful. Oh my gosh. All right. You're in for a tweet is what we are needing.
And this tweet might bring up a bit of discussion, but maybe not now. We're unsure on time. Anyway, this is from Grace Jarvis. All right. Death to creative bathroom signage. Just tell me where I should pee. And this is in relation to a pub toilet doors for male and female. Obviously, one says cockatoos, one says birds. So what are your thoughts on like creative names for like toilet doors?
So cockatoos meant to be male.
I'm not sure.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Doesn't she go on to say cockatoos are also birds?
Yeah, cockatoo. A cockatoo is also a bird. Why are you doing this to me?
So who has two? Well, some people might know.
Skip was pissing through too on last Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh no.
Could genuinely hit 2 urinals at the moment if I wanted to.
I mean, I know. Oh dear, we just wiped that off the floor. Would you?
The best when we came out.
Yeah.
You went home on Wednesday night when me and Mickers woke him up in the morning. We were like, how was your
First urine.
First urine? And he goes, yeah, there were two.
One's on the wall.
Two distinct streams.
One accidentally went in the sink.
Oh, and your toothbrush.
Yeah, not in your bed. There was something else in your bed.
Oh, good.
Tea bags.
That sucked. It's not even funny. It's the worst prank ever.
Gode put all the tea bags in Mickers' bed.
It was 7 tea bags. It does sound funny when you say tea bags.
Just a mild inconvenience. Why did you do that?
Just push them off onto the floor.
Funny.
No, the toothpaste on the door handle was better.
That was good.
Yeah, well, that was actually pretty good.
Well,
Anyway. Rightio, and that's another week of the Chocolates podcast complete. We welcome you to be a part of the Chockies crew and get around us on the socials or in touch at the website.
Yep, the website's wegotthechocolates.com.au. We've got a contact us page if you want to leave a voice recording and hear yourself on a future ep, or just write in if that's your preference. And we should be on most of the socials, but we'd love you to head to YouTube. And you should be able to, well, depending on how Mickers is going, you should be able to watch the full video.
They've probably already watched it.
That's true. Yeah, good point. Yeah.
They stopped the podcast mid-episode.
No, they would have seen it, would have come up on recommended. I don't know.
Yeah, so go check that out. Should be a good video, hopefully.
Not so much for you.
Maybe. Impressive. Give us some more ratings and reviews. Keep them flying. We've actually got a few reviews. We should read them out the next couple of weeks, shouldn't we?
Yeah,
We're
we
busy
will.
though.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, flat out.
Yeah, we are flat out.
But we'll do it next week.
Definitely.
When Mickers is done with editing this video.
Yeah, if it's out Wednesday night, I'll be fucking a blind monkey's uncle if it's out Wednesday night.
Oh, this Wednesday? No,
Yeah.
no, next Wednesday. No, I'm joking. This Wednesday.
Okay.
Now everyone's confused.
That'll be good. And it's out Sunday.
Just head across to YouTube and see if it's there. Now, just remember that if you're out, that was good.
Are you all right?
Stirrups.
What are you feeding him, mate?
If you're out and about having a laugh with your mates this week, you're absolutely getting the chocolates. We'll speak to you again this time next week. And as always, good luck in the future. And that stumps.